are now to be examined, schoolmen would say, not only in their integrity, but in their relation, meaning thereby not only one by one, but all together. I was on a magnified scale. That is how we began the century. Science presently placed novel and dangerous facilities in the hands of the most powerful countries. Humanity was informed that it could make machines that would fly through the air and vessels which could swim beneath the surface of the seas. The conquest was convenient. I will remember when it became an accomplished fact of peculiar military significance to the British Isles, and how could a submarine, it was asked, provide for the safety of the crews of the merchant ships it sank? And public opinion was shocked when old Admiral Fisher bluntly declared that this would be no bar to the submarines being used by the new and growing German Navy in the most ruthless manner. His prediction for our future edification. A third unmeasured sphere opened to us as the years passed, which for the sake of comprehensive brevity, I will describe as radar. This radar, with its innumerable variants and possibilities, has so far been the handmaiden of the air. But it has also been the enemy of the submarine, and in alliance with the air may well prove its exterminator, creating an even keener sense of its exploitable value. In the 19th century, Jules Verne wrote "Round the World in 80 Days." It seemed a prodigy. Now you can get round it in 4, but you do not see much of it on your way. The whole prospect and outlook of mankind grew immeasurably larger, and the multiplication of ideas also proceeded at an incredible rate. This vast expansion was unhappily not accompanied by any noticeable advance in the stature of man, either in his mental faculties or his moral character. His brain got no better, but it buzzed the more. The scale of events around him assumed gigantic proportions, while he remained about the same size. By comparison, therefore, he actually became much smaller. We no longer had great men directing manageable affairs. Our need was to discipline an array of gigantic and turbulent facts. To this task, we in no way sought to obstruct the rise of other states or navies. For nearly the whole of the 19th century, the monopoly of sea power in British hands was a trust discharged faithfully in the general interest. But in the first decade of the 20th century, with new patterns of warships, naval rivalries became acute and fierce. Civilized governments began to think in dreadnoughts. It was in such a setting very difficult to prevent the First World War, far more difficult than it would have been to have prevented the Second. The ones, of course, as you perhaps may remember, were not wholly borne out by what happened. After 4 years of hideous mechanical slaughter, illuminated by infinite sacrifice, but not remarkably relieved by strategy or generalship, the victorious Allies assembled at Versailles. High hopes and spacious opportunities awaited them. War, stripped of every pretension of glamour or romance, had been brought home to the masses of the peoples, and brought home in forms never before experienced, except by the defeated. To stop another, thing, unity and larger groupings. The idea that the vanquished could pay the expenses of the victors was a destructive and crazy delusion. The failure to strangle bolshevism at its birth and to bring Russia, then prostrate by one means or another into the general democratic system, lies heavy upon us today. Nevertheless, the statesmen at Versailles, largely at the inspiration of President Wilson, an inspiration implemented effectively by British thought, created the League of Nations. This is their defense before history. And had the League been resolutely sustained and used, it would have saved us all. This was not to be. Another ordeal sure that our nerves are strong and are fortified. Do not, my friends, I beg you, underrate the enduring strength of Britain. As I said at Fulton, do not suppose that half a century from now you will not see 70 or 80 millions of Britain spread about the world and united in defense of our traditions, our way of life, and the world causes which you and we espouse. United we stand secure. Let us then move forward together in discharge of our mission and our duty, fearing God and nothing else.